Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Laura the Mortician's attorney, Jeanette. I've covered her a little bit in previous videos because of the ongoing issue between Laura the Mortician, her attorney, Jeanette, and a creator by the name of Kitty. Well, more information has come to light, and Jeanette actually represents some other large TikTok creators. And I want to talk about being silenced versus actually having your content removed because it is either illegal or against the community guidelines. And I've kind of dabbled in this conversation previously. I might regret making this video. I probably won't, but this is going to be interesting because the creators that will be mentioned in passing, I know they have very strong fan bases and very loyal fans, but I'm going to come at this like I do with my other content, and we're going to have hopefully an intellectual and intelligent conversation about something that is a hot topic right now. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Right, you guys, so before we get into this video from a TikTok creator, her name is Becca Day, I want to share with you a TikTok that Bunny XO, I'm sure most of y'all know her. She made this video yesterday, and I saw this and I was like, that's kind of an interesting take on people who might not like you. But let's listen to Bunny's video and then we will go over to Becca's channel and hear what she had to say. So if y'all don't know who Bunny is, she is a social media influencer. She has a podcast, and I mentioned her podcast in passing once because she platformed Jeffree Star, which I just thought was an interesting choice. She also decided to go to Jeffree Star's ranch and hang out and make some content with Jeffree. And I don't think that it takes very much research at all to know how problematic Jeffree Star has been. And hey, some people have said, oh, he's turned a new leaf. He is just rebranded and he's a completely different person now. I think that Jeffree showed me enough of who he was for me to not personally support him. But at this point in time, I'm not going to condemn anyone who decides to collab with him. I just didn't. I don't think that would have been a choice I would have made for myself. I'll put it that way. But aside from being a social media personality, having her own podcast, and being an influencer of sorts, she also is married to the country music singer Jelly Roll. And Jelly Roll is not my kind of music, but I have heard little snippets of a couple of his songs. But he is a pretty big music artist, and they are married, and they show people little glimpses of their life. And overall, I like Bunny. I don't think that she's one of the bad influencers. This video that she came out with, though, really just, it didn't sit right with me. And the reason that it didn't sit right with me is because I cannot stand somebody using a power imbalance to silence critics. Now, before we move on to her video and what she had to say, I want to make the clear distinction, as I always have. There is a difference between simply not liking somebody and saying, hey, this person did XYZ and I don't like it and I think that it's, stupid, foolish, and can go in the trash bin, versus actually spreading lies, making up those lies to mislead people to stop supporting somebody and or bullying them based off their physical appearance or things along those lines. I have never and will never condone or support bullying or harassment of anybody. But I also stand on the side of opinions should be allowed to be shared. You're a public figure. If you do something that people disagree with or they simply just don't like you, they should be able to voice, I don't like you. I'm sure the pressure is on because, listen, I have a little grain of sand size following from what Bunny has, and I have people who say nasty things about me and or have lied. And that really sucks and it's super frustrating. So I imagine that she gets that times 6,000 compared to what I get. But this is something that I kind of go back and forth. Like it's just a little frustrating because I don't like somebody using their power and balance to silence people who simply do not like you for whatever their reason is. As long as that reason is not a lie and they're not further spreading that lie, then somebody should be able to say, hey, this is that person, this is some of their videos, and I don't like them. That should be allowed. In this video, Bunny is going to talk about a creator by the name of Caruso, and based on the few videos that I have seen from Caruso, she seems like a celebrity gossip, TMZ, Perez Hilton kind of gossip personality. And, you know, again, I didn't see anything personally that was bullying or spreading dangerous lies or anything like that. But again, I only saw a few videos. So let's listen to what she has to say. This is a 4-minute video, and then we will move over to Becca and what she had to say.
Today, but I'm being sent this video by a creator on this app who thinks she's going to expose me. And you guys know how I roll. You can't expose somebody who's completely honest about everything. So let's get into it real quick. So last year, there was a creator named Caruso on this app who was constantly attacking me, who says vile things, who does nothing but call me a prostitute, call my husband fat, she body shames him all the time. I mean,
listen, Reddit is a place of toxicity. And any creator, if y'all are creators and you're watching this, or if you're thinking about becoming a creator in the future, I would do your absolute best to stay away from Reddit if it comes to like looking to see what people are saying about you. I mean, Reddit can be really vicious, and over there they don't stick to the facts and they don't word things very nicely sometimes. I'm not saying that all Reddit pages are like that. Please don't twist my words. But a lot of the people that are over on Reddit do say really nasty things. And I've mentioned this before, but with like the Jessica Kent subreddit, I felt like that subreddit, and I haven't looked over there in a while, but I felt like that Reddit page had some potential to be a source of information for people who wanted to see the other side of what was being talked about when it comes to this public figure and public info and public knowledge and kind of what people were having to say about all of it. But I did also see the ugly side of Reddit, and there were some really just mean-spirited and hateful things being said, and maybe that's why Reddit has such a bad name. But me, myself, like, I wouldn't go hunting out what somebody has to say about me on Reddit. It's probably there and it will continue to grow as my channel grows, but I just leave it over there. I don't shout them out. I don't give it attention. I don't engage. I don't do anything. Because again, being a public figure is not all praise and lollipops and nice comments. And Bunny should know that as well. So again, hearing this stance was a little surprising, but let's keep going.
Literally comes after us all the time on TikTok and on Reddit, and I had enough of it. So I met my lawyer, Jeanette, who has been representing me for a year. She has done my trademarks and my copyrights. You guys know I'm never gonna let somebody bully me. You can talk about me all you want, but at least tell the truth, and you're not gonna bully my husband. So anytime anybody uses my image or tries to defame my image and my business that I have worked my ass off for in any way, I definitely go after them. Just like I talk about in this podcast clip right here.
You know, I used to get so upset in the beginning.
Okay, but defamation falls under the, like, are they lying about you? Because if somebody simply doesn't like you and they're saying that you're stupid and your outfit was ugly and, you know, you look trashy, like, I don't agree with those things. But if that's somebody's opinion of what you look like, that is not defamation. Can that fall under bullying? It can, but if you're strictly trying to say that this is defamation, that's not what defamation is. So I feel like Jeanette just kind of again, based on the small amount of info that I do know about Jeanette, it seems like she's just gassing up these TikTokers, and she's going to do and say and agree to whatever they want done. And at the end of the day, it looks like she is misusing the copyright claim and copyright strike system against people who simply do not like her clients and might have some mean remarks that I don't necessarily agree with. But again, defamation and copyright laws and bullying or being distasteful are not the same things.
People would talk shit about us and like, you know, you remember.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
it's like, I look at these people and I'm like, what a life.
Yeah.
What a life to wake up and the only source of entertainment you have is to tear people down. Like, that's fucking weird. You got to be a weird individual. And they call it, well, they don't like to hide the truth, or they don't like to hear the truth, or they're hiding something. They have something dark in their past that they're hiding. No, motherfucker.
I said what I fucking needed to say. What
Yeah.
the fuck do you guys want from me?
They get mad at us because we have shit taken down. And I think it's fucking hilarious.
So this little podcast clip that she includes is a narrative that a lot of creators go with. And hey, if that's what floats your boat, whatever. But you can't literally sit on a podcast and be like, oh, what a miserable life these people are living. You know, I don't look at that. I don't entertain it. They're just haters. But then you're having your attorney take these people down. So you do pay attention and you are bothered by it, which is okay. But be transparent about your feelings. Say, yeah, it does bother me. Even if it shouldn't bother me and I, you know, might want to act like I don't care, it does really bother me. And I look on my Reddit and I look at these, you know, channels that don't like me and I watch it. At least be honest about it, because saying that you don't care and you're carefree and it's just a bunch of haters with nothing to do, I don't know. To me, if it was that stupid, then I wouldn't be showing them that I care. Does that make sense?
I have nothing to hide. If you try to bully me, if you try to bully my family, I'm gonna come after you, period. I'm never going to back down. I promise you. It's wild to me that you guys are trying to make this seem like some big scandal and like, oh my gosh, you're bullying smaller creators. No, smaller creators are bullying bigger creators. So when bigger creators actually have the money to go after them and get their content removed that they are posting about them, you guys get mad and try to turn it into this thing of like, oh my gosh, we're the victims. No, the fuck you're not. You don't start none, won't be none. I only have my content taken down. I have.
But that, what she just said, really hits on the power imbalance. If you are using your fame, celebrity, and money to silence people who simply don't like you, that's abusing the copyright system. And that is really paying your attorney for something that could really backfire and make you look really bad. And if you're really worried about your public image and your persona and your trust with your followers and you want to, you know, keep this whole thing going, like, I don't know, to me, I would not want to ever abuse a law. And the copyright law, I have it in the beginning of every single one of my videos. You can rewind this video and you can read it. You know, I have that there because if you post content, whether it's your face, your voice, you know, video clip, whatever it is, I'm using that in a commentary reaction style format to form my opinion and show, hey, this is what I'm looking at so you can see what I'm looking at. And that's what commentary is. Again, defamation and copyright claiming and copyright strikes versus bullying versus somebody sitting up on their channel and saying, hey, this is her video and I don't like it and I think that she's, you know, dumb as a box of rocks. Like, people can say that and you might not like it, but we're talking about kind of three different beasts, and it kind of seems like everything is trying to be thrown in this copyright bucket when it's just simply unfair.
Never had somebody's account removed, so this is all bullshit and just rumors and hearsay. If your account gets taken down because you post me multiple times, that's your fault, not mine. Stop fucking posting me. It's that easy. Also, you have other creators who are going after you also, so those are numerous strikes against your account. It's not just one person getting your account taken down. So let's get this all out in the open, and let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop spreading.
But you're a public figure, so just because somebody uses your content, you can't file or have your attorney file a bunch of copyright claims in order to delete somebody's channel. That is simply not fair. To hear this stance from Bunny, I am extremely let down that she is telling everybody exactly how she feels in this video, and that is that she's going to use her her fame and her money to do what she wants to do, and then she's going to blame it on you for using her very public persona as part of your content.
Fucking false narratives. Like I said in that podcast clip, I will not let you defame me. I will not let you bully me, and I'm not going to back down. Women like you and Caruso are really sad.
If you're hiring Jeanette and other large creators are using Jeanette, and Jeanette is targeting one channel, then technically it is one person, because Jeanette is the one filing all of these claims or strikes against smaller creators for her clients.
Add excuses for women that you have built a platform on doing nothing but trying to drag women who have built empires, who are trying to change their lives, who are trying to do better with their lives. What you guys are doing is not constructive in any way. It's just crazy to me that you could even want to wake up every day and gossip. That's literally what you're doing. You're waking up every day to gossip about other people's lives because you don't have one. So I said what I said. I stand on it 10 toes down, baby. You have no permission and no authorization to use any of my content, my image, anything I post. You do not have authorization to do that. Stop stealing my content to spread malicious rumors and lies that have no factual basis to them. Have a great day.
I don't like this narrative that people come up with to, again, it's the same thing of, oh, you're so bored. You don't have anything going on. You must be miserable. You must not have any friends, no hobbies, no nothing. People can be interested in multiple things at the same time, and I'm not going to talk about this for very long because I want to get over to Becca's video because she made a lot of very, very good points. But people, I mean, can you walk and chew gum at the same time? Like, for me, I can run a YouTube channel and still have a very fulfilling life outside of YouTube that I choose to keep private because that's just my choice. And it's what works for me for right now. I don't know if it's going to be like that forever, but it has worked up until now, and I'm interested in internet culture, but I'm also interested in things going on in my personal life, and I try to balance both of those. So I don't think that this narrative of like, oh, it's just a bunch of bored haters who are sitting in a basement and miserable with their own existences are the ones that are giving commentary or creating these celebrity commentary drama type channels. I just don't think that's fair. I believe in free speech. I don't believe in bullying. But again, you have to be able to segregate and be able to say, okay, this person simply doesn't like me. This person is bullying me because they are body shaming me. But this person is misusing or re-uploading my content, and it's not in a transformative manner. So this would fall under a copyright issue. And I just don't feel like those lines are established with a lot of creators. They want to throw everything in the copyright bucket and or put it in the bullying bucket. But I see the copyright claims or strikes system being used so often. This has happened long before TikTok was around. YouTubers have misused the copyright system to take down people who simply don't like their content. But let's go on to Becca's video. I'm going to try to do limited interruptions so that we can really hear what she has to say, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts at the end.
All right, friends, this video is going to be a long one, and it is going to be one truly breaking down this attorney situation and some of the players who are utilizing this attorney. I'm combining it all into one video so that no one feels like they're being singled out, and so it's easier and more comprehensive for you guys to watch. I removed my video from yesterday, not because anything was incorrect, but like I said, I don't want anyone to feel like they're being singled out because there are multiple large creators who are engaging in some shady behavior. My DMs are a war zone right now. There is a lot of creators who are not happy about me speaking out on this topic, but their anger at me for speaking out about the situation is misdirected. And that's okay. I can take one for the team because information and truth are some of the most valuable currencies that we have as human beings. I will not be showing any photos or screenshots of the faces of the creators involved, but I will be saying names. So let's get into this. So yesterday we talked about how a creator on here named Demps hired an attorney named Jeanette Braun to file a false copyright strike against a small creator named Kristen because Kristen posted a video that contained screenshot proof that Demps had asked her to post nasty things about her in her Reddit hate group to try to stir up drama. Demps apparently did not want that video out there, so she hired Jeanette to file multiple false copyright strikes against Kristen's account to silence her from posting proof that this large creator was engaging in some not so good behavior. Furthermore, yesterday, a creator with over 200,000 followers came forward to me and shared photographic evidence of a cease and desist that they had received from Jeanette Braun. The desist was sent on behalf of two large creators who I am not familiar with at all, Rhea and Amber. Cease and desist was completely riddled with threats, frivolous threats of a civil and criminal lawsuit, which I don't know why Jeanette Braun keeps using the term criminal lawsuit because that's not a thing. Furthermore, Jeanette was also hired by two very...
That other creator, Demps, is friends with Bunny. So that's who was on that podcast clip. I feel like, do I even include Bunny's video? She'll probably try to strike my channel. I don't know. This whole like power imbalance thing is like so, it is so not cool to sit there and do this to people.
Large content creators on this app to have another very large content creator's Instagram account removed completely through filing false copyright strikes against them. These three creators combined, the two creators who hired Jeanette and the creator who was a victim of Jeanette, combined have tens of millions of followers. These are very large creators. The creators who hired Jeanette were not happy to see that this specific creator was sharing screenshots and receipts of a situation where she had been wronged and bullied. As you can see here, this creator received hundreds of false copyright claims against their Instagram account simply for posting screenshots of a situation where they felt that they had been bullied. Nothing that was posted could be considered copyright. The creators who were falsely claiming that they owned this content on this creator's Instagram account were a creator named Kelsey. You can see right here, Braun IP Law. This was the attorney who sent in the false copyright strike. And right here, this is a creator named Kelsey who is being listed as the owner of the pictures of this content creator, screenshots of this content creator being bullied and harassed. You can see here on another false copyright claim that was filed by Braun IP Law, and one of the rights owner is put as Dumb Blonde Productions, which I believe is Bunny or her production company. So it appears that Kelsey, Bunny, and Jeanette all got together and decided to just mass copyright strike this creator to get her account taken down, falsely claiming that they owned her content. Because Bunny and Kelsey did not own that content and they still falsely copyright struck it, it opens them to legal recourse. If that creator ever wanted to sue them for loss of monetary gain, that is an easy lawsuit. In my opinion, this was a silencing tactic. I know yesterday Bunny posted a video sharing that because she has the money and resources to have the pages of her bullies removed, she will often utilize her attorney, Jeanette, and have pages removed. But this creator never targeted, harassed, or bullied.
You're not supposed to, on any platform, you're not supposed to take advantage of the copyright strike system. That is there to protect people's content. Like I said, it is not there to create an echo chamber or create a place where you can just utilize this system to silence people that don't like you. Again, I really don't like this, and here's my stance. I do like Bunny aside from this situation. This situation, the way that it's being handled, just screams mean girl energy, power imbalance. I'm richer than you are, so I'm going to do what I want to do. And I, as a commentary channel, take issue with a power imbalance and a financial imbalance as a way to silence people that might not agree with you 100% of the time. You are a public figure.
Bunny in any way. She did not use her likeness in any way. She did not slander her or her business or her husband in any way. This was an overstep of power, in my opinion, especially since Bunny has admitted that she does utilize Jeanette to have creators' pages removed. This creator who was wrongfully attacked had to pay an attorney $30,000 to fight all of these false copyright claims and get their Instagram account back. An Instagram account is a main source of income to a lot of creators who have millions and millions of followers, so she really needed to get that back so that she could continue to create content. But what if you're a creator who gets targeted by these people who are utilizing this attorney? You don't have $30,000 to pay an attorney to fight this for you. Then you're up creek with no paddle. That doesn't seem fair to me. Back to Jeanette. On top of this, we have seen Jeanette send police to a creator named Kitty's home for a wellness check after Kitty made a video calling out Jeanette's client, Lauren the mortician. Like many of us did, but for whatever reason, Lauren and her attorney zeroed in on Kitty. Jeanette has denied sending in this wellness check into Kitty, but 911 calls are recorded. So I would stop lying. We have seen Jeanette threaten a creator with a criminal and civil lawsuit, her words not mine, as well as the threat of a fine of $250,000 and the threat of being thrown in prison for 2 years if a creator did not issue a public apology to her client, Lauren the mortician, despite the fact that that creator had never spoken about Lauren the mortician publicly. I want to make something abundantly clear to any attorneys and any creators who are engaging in the abuse of the TikTok copyright strike system. Doing this directly violates TikTok's terms of service, especially when you're utilizing it to silence other creators. You are a public figure on the internet. Do people have the right to bully and harass you? Absolutely not. But they have the right to share their comments and their critiques about public figures. I encourage everyone to go look up Section 107 of the Copyright Act and educate themselves on what fair use is and what copyrighted material is. After speaking with an unbiased IP attorney that has no following on social media and has nothing to gain by weighing in on this, has expressed to me that Jeanette's behavior has overstepped the line of ethics, and she puts her own license on the line when she's threatening to bring strategic lawsuits against public participation, or an SLAPP suit, as seen in many of her cease and desists. An SLAPP suit refers to lawsuits brought by individuals and entities to dissuade their critics from continuing to produce negative publicity. The actual purpose is to silence and even punish the defendant for speaking out on a matter of public interest through a costly and lengthy legal battle. Stop trying to intimidate people off of this app. I've sent an email with all this information to my contact at TikTok, and I will let you guys know. For anyone saying that there's no proof that these copyright strikes are false, give me a break. There's a ton of proof. There's hundreds of receipts. Here's a small snippet. And I have spoken with Kelsey, and she has shared with me that she has only approved copyright strikes that were content that she 100% owned. So I don't know if that means Jeanette is gone rogue, or if she just didn't realize what was being copyright struck. I don't know. But let's get into the receipts. This post was a blank background, and the words on the post were, "I'm very drained and very overwhelmed and very, very thankful. You guys will never understand what this has done for me. I didn't think anyone would ever listen. Thank you for hearing me." Jeanette Braun filed a copyright strike against this post, listing Kelsey as the owner. This one was a photo of this content creator and her friend, I believe. The caption was, "I am so proud of you. Look at us go." Copyright strike was filed by Jeanette Braun, and owner is listed as Kelsey. Another example, this was a blank background post with words on it saying, "Do not spread hate to any other women. No one deserves to have done to them what was done to me. Make your judgments, block, unfollow, but hate solves nothing. I just want peace. Please, let's just treat each other all like we would want our daughters to be treated." That text post was copyright struck by Jeanette Braun, listing Kelsey as the owner. These are false copyright strikes. This is what I'm talking about. This is completely unnecessary. Whoever's doing it, whether it's the creator who's doing it, whether it's the attorney who's doing it, I don't know. I don't care. We don't need to behave like this on the internet. There's room for all of us on the internet. There's no reason to go after creators and try to get them off the app.
So that's Becca's opinion on this. You know, this is just really, it's just a wild, entangled situation. And I want it to be fair for everybody. I want it to be fair for the larger creators, for the smaller creators, and the few people who are actually bullying or harassing or stalking or doing any of that stuff that I 100,000,000% disagree with all the time. Those people should be reprimanded. They should be punished. However, based on everything that I've seen, it looks like to me The copyright claim system is just being used as a huge net to cast out on anyone who is not in whatever creator's corner. And this is being used, you know, by Jeanette allegedly as a way to silence people. And that really sucks. Everybody should be allowed to have their opinion. We should not have to like everything that we come across, because that's just not the way human beings operate. That's not the way the human mind operates. And I don't think that people should be at risk of losing their account if they are abiding by community guidelines and they are, you know, playing by the rules. Like, play by the rules, play by the guidelines. Don't be a freaking jerk and allow people to have their opinions. Listen, when I sit on my channel and I say to you guys, if there are people out there who don't like me because they think I'm stupid, they think I'm condescending, they think I'm rude, they think I'm not entitled to have the opinion I have, they think I'm about cancel culture, any of those opinions, you hardly ever see me paying those people any attention, because I truly do not care. I don't care. You don't like me? Cool. If you leave a comment on my channel, sometimes I'll get a little snarky. Maybe I'll pin you to the top just to give you the attention that you were looking for. But as far as utilizing any copyright claim system or going real life with any of these people, I just let them do what they want to do. Because as long as you're not harming me, then you don't have to like me. And I get that. And I've understood that from the get-go. But either way, that's the recap on this situation. I do hope that I do hope that Bunny maybe takes a second look at this and maybe thinks of a different approach, because I do see a lot of comments just saying that they are simply disappointed in the way that this is being handled, because not everybody should be silenced. And people should be allowed to use your content. You're a public figure. And if they're going to use your content and they're going to say, I don't like this, the dress is ugly, she's stupid, like, that's not bullying. That's just somebody who doesn't like you. But either way, those are my thoughts for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.